Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to be talking about the UK introducing a bill that is going to make Bitcoin a property. So a person in UK will actually own it as property, like legally defined as that. We talk about the significance of that in the UK. Now the bill hasn't passed yet. It was just introduced, so hopefully it does pass, but this is the right way to go with more and more governments not only looking at cryptocurrency, looking at Bitcoin as a potential asset to tax or a potential asset to maybe hold a strategic reserve like they want to do in the United States. But you have other governments out there, big player governments like the UK is one of those that's going to make it property. So that's very, very good news for Bitcoin. And that's what today's video is going to be all about. So if you think that's interesting, you know what to do. Hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and go to cryptollc.org if you're looking to host miners. You have some S21s, some S19s. You have some miners you want to go with low power mode, or L7s, script miners, Whatsminers, whatever you guys have. We can host all of that at our facilities, cryptollc.org. Also, we sell and buy miners. We build mining farms and everything like that. So check out our site, cryptollc.org. Before we get started, Bitcoin saves your wealth and Jesus Christ saves your soul. All right, let's go. So today's article, I'm going to be talking about UK Parliament, and the site is bitcoinmagazine.com. So check out that site. It's a really nice site. A lot of good news in there, obviously, and bad news as well, but just overall has a good vibe there. Obviously, it's a Bitcoin magazine, so a lot of things in there are going to be good vibe. But today, the article, I'm going to be quoting here. It goes like this, quote, "The UK Parliament has introduced the Property, Digital Assets, etc. Bill today to officially and legally recognize Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and other digital assets as personal property. With this new legislation, for the first time, British law would officially protect digital holdings such as Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and carbon credits." So we're not going to be talking about carbon credits. That's a joke, but we're going to be talking about the Bitcoin side of this, right? How this in the UK is now considered, or should be considered, personal property. The bill was introduced. Like I said earlier, it does not mean it's passed. It could pass. Hopefully it does pass. But this is a step in the right direction for various governments out there. You know how United States, they're all talking about, you go 5-10 years back, and Bitcoin was this weird thing and no one knew what it does, and the government was like, what is this? We don't know what this is. And they all pretended like, oh, it doesn't really play any role. It's some coin out there, some digital coin. It's a joke or whatever. And then it got more and more popular. And then we have a government in I think El Salvador that made it legal tender. You have more and more governments such as Russia is using Bitcoin to go around sanctions. And we're going to see more and more how governments will either attack Bitcoin or they come to the realization that they can't fight it. So you might as well join it. And as we can see here in the UK, they are looking to probably start joining it. You can't beat it, you're going to join it. So this bill, now what's the significance of this bill? The significance is once you classify it as personal property, then judging by, again, I'm not from the UK, so the laws might be a little bit different there, but judging by like US laws for personal property, is you need a court order to take it, right? The government is going to look at it as property, thus you need to go to court, you need to get a court order, the judge has to hear your case, the judge has to say, okay, why are you trying to take this person's home, let's say, for example, and then they have to say, well, he owes taxes, or he owes this, or he owes that. And then the judge would make a decision on that to give an order to actually confiscate it, right? To take that personal property. Without the designation of personal property on Bitcoin, then technically in the UK, if it's not personal property, then some of these rules for how the judge is going to operate, they don't apply. If it's not personal property, thus they might not need a court order. They might not need special rules or regulations for taking those Bitcoins from you. So this is a very positive thing. Obviously, you might be thinking, wait a minute, this is Bitcoin. How are they going to take it? Yes, of course, they can't take it. They can't take it. If it's on a wallet and you have the private keys, No one can take it. No stupid law is going to take that away from you. But this is just making it personal property, where I guess the government can officially label it. Okay, this is personal property. It's labeled as such. And so, you know, these special rules apply to it. By the way, I'm walking around a park. You have a road. It goes through like a golf course on the right-hand side, left-hand side. You see the mountains back there. It's really nice. And you also have a nice big mountain out here as well. Huge one. They go snowboarding, skiing, all that stuff in the wintertime. I'll head this way. All right, so with that change, then officially they can categorize it. Certain then rules and laws would apply to it. But the most important thing is that the governments are looking at it now, and they're seeing it as not some token, right? Not some kind of coin online, some mysterious coin or whatever. They're looking at it now as it's personal property. It's like real estate, right? It's like a home. It's like you owning a car or whatever it is. The government has to have special rules for that if they want to take it. So that's a very positive news. And as you can see, there's more and more governments are coming out like that. More and more governments are saying, yes, personal property. Yeah, let's use it as a strategic reserve, like United States, El Salvador. Let me get off this main road. El Salvador making it their legal tender, right? And as more and more governments start accepting it, eventually it'll get to the point, you know, in the near future, it'll get to the point where governments will say, okay, we have our own fiat currency, but we're also going to have Bitcoin here, and you can pay with Bitcoin, just like kind of what El Salvador did. And they'll have it like that as well, where you can just buy with Bitcoin. Again, like I said, the other example of Russia using it to go around sanctions, I mean, more and more countries are going to be using it to just have more freedom, right? You just have more freedom, and the freedom should apply to everyone, not just these certain countries, but every country should have that. Every citizen should have that. Across the road here. So yeah, that's pretty much today's news. Yeah, I hope you guys like this type of content. You know, leave a comment. Let me know what country you guys are from. If you have these similar laws, similar bills that are being passed or just put out there, maybe in the process of being passed, let us know. There's a lot of countries out there, so might have missed one. Maybe some country in Africa, maybe some country in Europe or Asia, South America. So let us know. Let us know in the comments what kind of rules you guys have, and sending you links over. And you know, it could be the next video. Maybe Brazil did something, or Argentina or something like that. Well, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys like it. And I will see you guys in the next one.